Now you might have heard it said about fly fishing with lures or streamer style flies that it's very much a case of just chuck it out and bring it in fast. But as we're hopefully going to show you in a minute, there are various ways we can refine it, and like any method, if we work at it but think about what we're doing, we can improve it a great deal. So today we're at Rose Park Fishery, and this should be a good testing ground actually for trying some streamer fishing, because the fish just haven't been dumped in here overnight. They've been settled in the lake for a while. There's browns as well as rainbows, so it's not a fishery that's going to reward us just putting on something brightly coloured and stripping it back as hard as we can. We're going to have to think a little bit about what we're doing. Just to look at our setup quickly, there's no need to go lighter than about 8 pounds fluorocarbon any time really we use streamers, because we're moving them fairly quickly and we're expecting some quite hard hits potentially. Another thing you'll notice is that I've used a non-slip loop knot with my fly. Good little tip that just gives our fly a touch more movement than a standard half blood knot. So one thing you'll notice right away is that I'm keeping a really low rod angle. The tip is only just about above the water and pointing at the fly. And the reason for that is I want really direct contact with the pattern I'm using. You'll see a lot of people on fisheries fishing like this with the rock tip well above the water. You're basically breaking that direct contact by doing so. You're creating a constant loop of line, so get that rod pointed directly at the fly and you'll connect with a lot more of the bites you get. I tell you what, I've just been caught napping because as soon as I lost my concentration and paused to retrieve, I got a pull. But that's a good rule for any fishing like this. No matter how fast you bring that fly in, always leave a pause. And the same is also true, no matter how slow you bring it in, always accelerate once or twice. So often it's the break in the retrieve, the break in the pattern where the fish decides to bite. Because this is a catch and release fishery, we're going to keep this fish wet. I'm not going to grab him out for you to have a closer look at, I'm afraid. Hook's dropped out anyway, and actually the benefit of using strong tackle like we've got 8 pound line straight through is I don't have to fanny out exhausting this fish. I can play them nice and quickly so I can send him back just as quickly. A couple of tools here that I wouldn't be without for this or any style of fly fishing. One of which is a pair of good quality forceps for debarbing flies. The other is a hook sharpener. I'm always amazed at how few anglers carry hook sharpeners, because if you use any fly for more than one session, it'll start to lose its edge. So if you're not doing this every so often, you'll be losing fish. Well, I was told there were some good brownies in here, and that is absolutely cracking fish. Beautiful. I tend to associate these fish more with traditional flies, of course, but they will whack a lure, especially if you use a nice dark or olive one. Get a black fly doing the job, so that's a lovely fish. I'm not going to take it out of the bank, so I don't want him to come to any harm, and he should just swim off. Thank you very much. It's just starting to get really cold, so we're probably going to call it a day in a second. But we've not been here for a long time, but we've definitely had a good time. We found both brown and rainbow trout. The key really has been moving spots regularly, and it's the dark claws that work best. Black has been the best colour by a mile. I hope you enjoyed it and picked up a few tips anyway. Do keep an eye out on the Turrell website and Facebook page for all kinds of flies and equipment, and also regular blog posts and tips that will hopefully help you in your fishing.